Hey guys, it's me, Brian Comacord. I'm finally here to do the world tour that I promised about 2 weeks ago. Um, I had some other plans about how I was going to do the video. I was going to try and reuse some of the stuff I made for the original video and cut. This is not exactly what the world looked like 2 weeks ago when that video came out. It was probably more than 3 weeks ago when I filmed it. It's probably closer to 3 weeks ago when it came out, so maybe a month ago that I filmed it. Doesn't matter. Anyway, let's just talk about what we have here. So this was the dirt platform I spawned in on, and I slowly replaced it with half slabs, and then eventually removed all the grass. And then I branched all the way over here. And over here, I've got my mob farm. So let's talk about skyblock progression for a second and why I chose to do skyblock. So a lot of the times when I play regular Minecraft worlds, I eventually get bored. I think people call it the 2-week Minecraft cycle now. I really like to progress in the game, and which kind of sucks in a way because by the time you get to the really cool stuff, it kind of feels like you've done everything. So this makes it a lot harder. Right now, I'm currently 1,451 in-game days into the world, and I don't have stone yet. So we started with nothing. We got our first acacia log, then our first sapling. We made a trapdoor to kind of lower ourselves. We got down to the bottom of the world eventually, but that was later after we got water. So the very first thing I did is I got some trapdoors, lowered myself down that way to stop phantoms from spawning because they're very annoying. And then I built up to the mob farms. And the mob farm gave me access to rotten flesh, carrots, potatoes, bones, bows, armor, bone meal through the bones, gunpowder, which is practically useless right now, and then probably most importantly is iron ingots. As you can see, I have lots of stuff. I even have some diamond pants, an iron sword. I even had a fire aspect bow at one point, but that was lost in a corruption. So lots of stuff. Gunpowder I already said. Redstone dust, glowstone dust, sticks, bottles. But most importantly is, the iron ingot. I don't think there are any here right now. We do occasionally get a chicken. I don't think we have any iron ingots on us. So, just come over here, punch these guys, collect mob drops. It's pretty nice. This design is waterless. It's by Ilmango. And, once you have bones and iron, you can do a lot more. The first thing I did was use the iron to make a cauldron, and then I used a cauldron to eventually get rain. I actually made 2 cauldrons, so I had to make 2 cauldrons in a bucket, which is like 17 rain. I think at this point we have gotten quite a bit more than 17 iron. Oh, there it is, 41. So after I used that's why I built in a taiga biome. It's actually why I chose this seed. I played some hardcore skyblock. I think I talked about that in the last video. And so I came at this one with a certain approach, which was that I wanted to have access to both a taiga and a swamp pretty close together. I wanted a witch hut for glowstone, but I also wanted a taiga biome for foxes. So one of the very first things I did after spawning into the world was come over here and build the mob farm. I think I had it built in 5 days. But then after that was built, I built all the way up here. And what we have up here was a platform of just solid blocks for a while, which mobs could spawn on constantly, which was kind of annoying. I later filled it in with water so that I would have access to that. Once I had access to it, I filled it in with water after a while, because the what's up here is right now it's just ice, but originally it was just solid blocks, which made snow layers, and I could scoop those up with a shovel to collect snow blocks to make or to collect snowballs to make snow blocks. And as you can see now, I filled it in with water and fences so that mobs would stop spawning, and so that I could eventually have access to ice and powder snow. But for now, it's just kind of an empty space. This was a staircase I was going to build up to here, but I eventually gave up, and eventually a bunch of lightning strikes have struck it, so it's kind of starting to fade. Basically, every block in this world is kind of flammable. Those stairs over there were also completed, and now they're a real hazard, but I'm kind of just leaving it because I don't really want to keep this mob farm or any of this stuff we've got up here because I've started to build down. So let's go down to the bottom where my real stuff is going on. So after I could use water to get down to the bedrock because that's a much faster, less tedious way of doing it, I came down here and I've really started building quite a bit of stuff down here. So currently I'm still using this water stream to get up. I need to finish the boat elevator probably. I made a fox farm, which was very basic at first. It was trapdoors just above a snow block for a whole layer, and that was pretty good. No, it didn't create wolves. It created rabbits and foxes, and I would come and kill them. That's how I got my first emerald or two. But it was very slow, and I had to manually kill all of the foxes. So I built another design, which had a problem because rabbits would constantly spawn in there, and I think I was losing emeralds to the rabbits because foxes would drop their emeralds to pick up whatever the rabbits dropped when they killed them. But it did get me, eventually it got me like sweet berries and stuff. So if we go up here, I can show you some of the loot I got from the original farm. Some of that stuff. So sweet berries, there weren't nearly that many. It was a lot less, but I eventually, used bone meal to create more. Anyway, with sweet berries, I came up with this new design, which I like a lot better. The new design, they can see a berry bush in there, and they try to path to it, and they get sucked up in this water stream, and they suffocate in here. And see, in here we got like 4 emeralds right now, which is a lot. This design was good, but there was a little bit of a snafu, which was that while I was AFK'd over here, obviously before I got this moss, I looked at the subtitles and saw that the Wandering Trader was near. So I traded him my 2 emeralds that I had for melon seeds and moss. I made this little grass area, and I got the moss from him. And then I put him in a boat and took him out there to the unloaded chunks where I had stored some pigs. How did I get pigs? Well, I had grass blocks when the world started, and I used a boat and an Enderman. I got the Enderman to pick up I got the Enderman to pick up a grass block, and then I killed him, took the grass block, brought it down here, and I have this little patch of grass. Currently, I've turned off mob spawning on it because I don't want the fox farm to be slow. So that's how I got some pigs. I took them, with some carrots I grew from zombie drops and bone meal. Took the pigs out there, so that they were unloaded, and then I did the same with the Wandering Trader when he spawned in. And then I had to AFK at this farm for 7 real live days to get enough emeralds to do his other trade, which was dark oak saplings. And during that time, I could not go back to the witch farm because I didn't want to unload him, which means I didn't have access to glowstone. As you can see, I have some more. But all the glowstone I previously had from the witch farm, because I built the witch farm before I built the fox farm, all the glowstone I had was all around here, and I had to tear it all out to put it into this design. And even this is not quite enough glowstone. I need to go and look in my test world probably at the pattern of the glowstone. I think it's like every 6 blocks or something. So as you can tell, I have some mods installed. One of them auto switches my tools to the correct tool because that got very tedious with I think I was using wooden hose to take down leaf blocks on the tree farm. I haven't tree farmed in a while, but I need to. I haven't played in a while, actually. Probably need to do that too, but I wanted to just hop on here and show the world off a little bit. So yeah, this farm needs more glowstone, but and probably more layers would help too. They path to that berry bush. They climb up here and die. I AFK'd here for 7 real life days to get enough emeralds to finish trading with the Wandering Trader to get dark oak saplings. The first dark oak tree did not drop enough saplings to for me to make another one. So I had to trade him an additional 5 emeralds. Over here we kind of have the sort of a house. I don't actually know if I'm going to finish this house. I've kind of been building more at the witch farm a little lately. Probably should finish the boat elevator. If we go up here, I was going to build a storage room in here. I was going to use these chiseled bookshelves as a sort of... I was going to use these chiseled bookshelves as a floor, but this isn't a slime chunk, so very annoying. I guess that needs some light over there. Okay, let's go down to the next thing. So like I said, I took the pigs over here. So after I AFK'd, got all my precious emeralds, I traded with the Wandering Trader, got the oak saplings, I started farming oak logs, and mainly what I have been doing since then, which was like one pretty long play session like a week ago, is when I did most of this. I came over here and started breeding the pigs. If you can see over here, we got some stuff going on. I came to the witch farm, started breeding up the pigs, and while I was also here, I started fixing up the witch farm. I had enough iron from, I guess, like, oh, it was from, one of the things I did is I went to the mob farm. I used water to turn some zombies into drowned. And, you know, after about 20 zombies, I had enough copper to make a lightning rod. Then I came over here. This is gold from the first time we got a thunderstorm. And as you can see, I have a lot of pigs. There's my lightning rod. And this is all a mess. Right now I'm currently building I'm going to build a tower, get them up. I want to get them up higher. I kind of wanted to get them up higher before. But I'm going to get them up higher and farm pigs up there so that I can be at the witch farm and running the witch farm while farming pigs. Because that was the only downside. I'd have to come down from the witch farm, stop getting mob drops, and start, you know, farming pigs. We got about 900 pigs before the thunderstorm hit, and we cleared out, you know, some amount of piglins. I think what I'm going to do, though, is turn entity cramming off and put them in one block. That way every pig is a piglin. A lot more efficient, a lot faster. I think if I had a way to circumvent entity cramming that I knew of, I would probably do that instead of turning it off. But I also don't see what the point in having limited entity cramming is in a single-player world. So, yeah. But yeah, I've upgraded the witch farm. Instead of a 3x3 drop onto a platform of half slabs, they all fall straight onto this hopper and die, which is better than the design I made in a test world, which revolved using a boat clock of redstone to like occasionally open a trapdoor of water that would push the items away, while also closing other trapdoors that would keep the witches, you know, from landing in the water. It was a whole thing, but hopper's a lot easier, and I had access to one, so that was a easy choice. Yeah, if I come up to this level, I'm not sure what's on this level. My powdered snow is here. I think this is just an old chest. This platform could probably be removed, but it's also the level that witches die on. If I go up here, this is, you know, the start of some new area, it seems like. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Out that way, I went to an ocean biome, and over here, I was starting to bridge towards a warm ocean biome, which I need for sand. I'm playing the J Sorel mod, Carpet Sky Editions that Ilmango played in his 1.9 Skyblock Let's Play, and I really like the mod. It makes everything obtainable in vanilla Skyblock. I mean, other than the fact that it's a mod, which makes it not vanilla, it is basically vanilla. There's very few additions, just kind of stuff that makes the game adds more renewable stuff. Flowing water over dead core block makes like infinite sand for a short time, but it's really slow. It doesn't feel like cheating. I think using an enchanting table near a warden gives you swift sneak and stuff like that. But I haven't played with all those mechanics. I hadn't played Minecraft in a while until I came back to this, and yeah. So there's new stuff I don't know about. I've also been thinking about playing Superflat lately. Playing a resource pack that gives super flat biomes, because that's the other thing. Like, super flat also seems like a cool challenge, or maybe a fun thing to do with my friends on a server. But the fact that not everything is obtainable kind of kills me. I like the challenge of the skyblock or the super flat, and the way it makes you play differently. But I think it's also cool that, with just a few tweaks to the way regular skyblock works, you can make a world that is very, very challenging and hard to progress in at the start. It takes, let's see, currently, of course, this also counts my AFK time, but if we count time played at this point, it's almost 20 days in game. Of course, 7 real life days were spent fully AFK, where I did not touch the game. But yeah, 20 days in and we don't have stone. We don't have villagers yet. We're missing a lot of things. Are there pigs on the outside of the fence? How did that happen? Okay. Oof. Well, anyway, this is my world tour. Just thought you guys might like to see things. Yeah. Hopefully I get a chance to play a little bit more, do some more stuff. But yeah, that's just what I wanted to show off. Talk to you later.